Have you ever found yourself sifting through your pocket change without a second thought? We all do it, coins piling up in jars, loose change in your wallet, or even those stray quarters hiding in the bottom of your purse. But what if I told you that one of those seemingly ordinary coins might be worth a small fortune? Today, we're talking about the 2007 United States quarter dollar, and trust me, this is one coin you'll want to pay close attention to. The year 2007 marked a unique time in American coinage. As part of the 50-state quarters program, the U.S. Mint continued to release state-themed quarters in celebration of the country's history. By 2007, the Mint had already released many iconic designs, and the 2007 quarters were no exception. Among these, the 2007 quarters for the states of Montana, Washington, Idaho, and Wyoming stood out. These designs are not only rich in historical meaning but also offer a glimpse into the unique aspects of each state, from the Rocky Mountains in Montana to the geysers of Yellowstone in Wyoming. But here's the catch: while these coins are beautiful and collectible, there's something else that sets the 2007 quarter apart from the rest. Some 2007 quarters were struck with a rare error, making them worth far more than their 25-cent face value. What kind of error are we talking about? The answer is a unique double die error that makes these coins extremely valuable in the world of coin collecting. Let's break it down. A double die error happens when a coin die, a tool used to imprint the design onto a coin, imprints the design twice, creating a doubling effect on certain parts of the coin. This can happen during the minting process if the die shifts slightly between strikes. The result is a coin that shows two distinct images of parts of the design, often making the coin look blurry or misaligned. For most coins, this would be seen as a flaw, but for collectors, it's a treasure. These errors are rare, which makes them highly sought after. And now, let's talk about how to spot one of these rare 2007 quarters with a double die error. The most noticeable signs of a double die error can be found in the lettering or the state design. In particular, look at the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as the year 2007. The doubling effect often appears around these areas. The design might appear blurred or doubled, and the separation between the letters or numbers will be noticeable, even to the naked eye. Finding a coin with a double die error is no easy task. These coins are rare, and while they may look like regular quarters at first glance, a closer inspection will reveal their true value. So, if you're sifting through your change and come across a 2007 quarter, take a moment to carefully examine it. You might have just found a gem, but here's the kicker: condition matters. Just like any collectible item, the better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it will be. Coins that are in near-perfect or mint condition are worth far more than those that have been worn down by years of circulation. If you find a 2007 quarter with a double die error in excellent condition, you could be holding onto something truly special. So, how much could a 2007 quarter with a double die error be worth? The value of these coins varies depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin. But in some cases, these rare 2007 quarters with the double die error have been known to sell for as much as $73,000. Yes, you read that right, $73,000. That's an incredible amount of money for a coin that initially seemed like just another piece of pocket change. If you've ever wondered how coins like these can go from being worth a mere quarter to a small fortune, it all comes down to rarity and demand. Coin collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for these unique, error-filled coins. The fact that a double die error is so rare, combined with the popularity of the 50-state quarters program, makes the 2007 quarter an especially desirable coin for collectors. For those who manage to get their hands on one of these coins, it can be a real treasure. So, what should you do next? The next time you find yourself with a handful of quarters, take a moment to carefully inspect each one. Pay close attention to any potential errors in the design, especially around the lettering or year. And remember, if you happen to find a 2007 quarter with a double die error in good condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. In the world of coin collecting, even the smallest details can make all the difference. And for the 2007 quarter, those details could mean the difference between a 25-cent piece and a coin worth $73,000. Keep an eye out, because you never know, you might just be holding onto a rare and valuable piece of history. Happy coin hunting! Top 2. But what if I told you that a quarter from 2002, a coin that many people overlook, could be worth a small fortune? That's right, today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2002 United States quarter dollar, and trust me, you won't want to miss the hidden value of this seemingly ordinary coin. The year 2002 was part of the popular 50-state quarters program that the U.S. Mint introduced in 1999. This program was designed to honor each of the 50 states by releasing a new quarter featuring unique designs that represented each state's history and culture. By 2002, the program was well underway, and the quarters for the states of Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, and Indiana were released. The 2002 quarters are notable for their intricate designs that capture some of the key landmarks and symbols of these states. For example, the Tennessee quarter features a musical theme with a trumpet and the famous shape of the state. The Ohio quarter depicts an image of the Wright brothers' plane in flight. The Louisiana quarter shows a beautiful image of the state's famous pelican and a backdrop of a stunning bayou scene, while the Indiana quarter has an image of the state's flag and a unique outline of the state itself. But as beautiful as these designs are, there's one specific 2002 quarter that stands out from the rest, and it's not just because of its design. This particular coin has caught the eye of collectors due to a rare error that makes it far more valuable than a standard 25-cent piece. The 2002 quarter in question is the one released for the state of Ohio. While most Ohio quarters are in standard mint condition, a rare mistake occurred during production that makes a small portion of these coins extremely valuable. The error? A double die mistake. This happens when a coin's design is struck more than once, resulting in the design being slightly doubled or misaligned. It's a subtle flaw, but it makes the coin incredibly rare and highly sought after. What makes a double die error so interesting is that it's not something you'll notice right away. You have to really pay attention to the details of the design, especially the text and numbers on the coin. For the 2002 Ohio quarter, the error can often be spotted in the letters and numbers, such as the word Liberty or the date 2002. If the letters appear slightly off, as though they were struck twice, you could be looking at a highly valuable coin. It's important to know that the majority of 2002 Ohio quarters were struck perfectly and show no signs of a double die error. But a small number of them were struck with this mistake, which is what makes them so special. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything, and a double die error on a 2002 quarter means you're holding onto a true gem. But how do you know if you found one of these rare 2002 Ohio quarters? The key is in the details. When inspecting your coins, look closely at the lettering, particularly the word Liberty and the date. You should be able to notice a slight doubling or shadowing effect around these areas if you've got a coin with the error. Additionally, pay attention to any slight blurring of the design or overlapping images. And now, let's get to the most exciting part. Just how much can a 2002 quarter with a double die error be worth? While a regular 2002 Ohio quarter is only worth 25 cents, a coin with this rare error has been known to fetch a much higher price. Depending on the severity of the error, the condition of the coin, and how rare the error is, the 2002 Ohio quarter with a double die error could be worth as much as $75,000. Yes, you heard that right, $75,000. It's unbelievable to think that a quarter worth just 25 cents could turn into a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars, but that's the magic of rare coins. In the world of numismatics, finding an error coin like this is a major win, and collectors are always on the lookout for these types of rare mistakes. So, what does this mean for you? Well, next time you're going through your change or sorting through your coins, take a second look at any 2002 Ohio quarters you come across. Take a magnifying glass or loupe with you and carefully examine the lettering and design. If you spot any signs of doubling or unusual imperfections in the text, you could be holding onto a coin worth far more than its face value. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes, what seems like an ordinary piece of pocket change could be worth a small fortune. The 2002 Ohio quarter with the double die error is just one example of how rare minting mistakes can turn a simple coin into something incredibly valuable. So, keep your eyes peeled and your magnifying glass handy. You never know, you might just find a 2002 quarter with a double die error that's worth $75,000. Happy coin hunting! Top 3 today, we're going to talk about one of those special quarters, the 2008 United States quarter dollar. This coin may look like a regular quarter, but there's a hidden value that could make you a small fortune. Let's dive into why this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a staggering amount. In 2008, the U.S. Mint continued its ambitious program to release a quarter for each state in the country as part of the 50-state quarters program. The 2008 quarters were the final year in this series, and they featured the state designs for Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, and Alaska. Each design honored something unique and special about the state it represented. For example, Oklahoma's quarter showed a scissor-tailed flycatcher, New Mexico's featured a Zia sun symbol, Arizona's quarter displayed the Grand Canyon, and Alaska's featured a majestic grizzly bear. But while these designs are beautiful and meaningful, there's one 2008 quarter that stands out among the rest. That's right, the 2008 Alaska quarter. Although this quarter is part of a stunning series of state quarters, it's also become famous for something much rarer, an error. And if you happen to find one of these rare coins, it could be worth a small fortune. The error we're talking about is a die clash error. But what does that mean, and how does it make the coin more valuable? A die clash occurs when two dies, the tools used to imprint the design onto the coin, strike each other while a coin is being produced. This happens when the dies are misaligned, and they strike together without any metal between them. The result is an imprint of one die's design onto the other die, and sometimes this clash leaves an impression on the coin itself. The flaw usually appears as an additional, faint design or marks on the coin, often around the edges or in places where it shouldn't be. The 2008 Alaska quarter with this die clash error is particularly valuable because it's so rare. Most coins that are struck with a die clash are caught early in the minting process and discarded. However, a small number of these errors manage to slip through the cracks, making them a hidden treasure for collectors. If you happen to come across a 2008 Alaska quarter, the key to finding this valuable error is looking for the faint clash marks. These marks can often be seen around the grizzly bear design or in the surrounding text. It's important to look carefully with a magnifying glass or a loupe to spot the subtle flaws that make this coin unique. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a 2008 Alaska quarter with a die clash error actually be worth? Typically, a standard 2008 Alaska quarter is worth just 25 cents, like any regular coin. But a 2008 quarter with a die clash error can fetch a significantly higher price. Due to the rarity of this error, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a coin that features it, and in some cases, these quarters have been known to sell for as much as $70,000. Yes, you read that right, $70,000. That's an incredible amount of money for a quarter that's only worth 25 cents at first glance. But it's not just about the coin itself, it's about the rarity, the history, and the unique story behind the die clash error. For coin collectors, finding a coin with an error like this is like discovering a hidden gem. The fact that this 2008 Alaska quarter made it through the minting process with the die clash error and made its way into circulation is what makes it so special. So, if you're someone who likes to check your coins and keep an eye out for something rare, this is definitely a quarter you'll want to take a closer look at. If you find a 2008 Alaska quarter, don't just dismiss it as another piece of pocket change. Examine it carefully, and see if you can spot any faint markings or unusual impressions around the design. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error coins, you could be holding on to something that's worth far more than you ever expected. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes the most valuable finds come from the most unexpected places. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change, take a second to look at those quarters. That ordinary-looking 2008 Alaska quarter could be worth a small fortune, up to $70,000 in some cases. Who knew that a simple coin could hold such hidden value? So keep an eye out, and happy coin hunting! You never know what treasures you might uncover.